Alright guys, firstly I would like to apologize because one of the reasons why I have to make this recording into several different video clips is because sometimes my recording is disrupted because I'm doing this recording in my office. Sometimes people come in and things like that. Nevertheless, to continue from the previous video, I hope you follow the videos in sequence. I have put the numbers there 1, 2, 3, so on and so forth. Alright, now in the previous video we have found a new contribution. Okay, the contribution that we have found is 1,882.95. If you have been following what I have done before, this should be the new total contribution. And we said that this contribution is when P is 159.33 and H is equal to 181.05. Right, given a new OPP, we will get a new total contribution. Okay, let's recap a bit. Alright, before this, our OPP is that P is equal to 160 and H is equal to 180. This is our previous OPP, right? Remember, why do we have a new OPP? Because in this case, we add 1 unit of limiting factor, which is ladder. That's why in this process that we are doing now, we want to find the shadow price of ladder. So we know when we add 1 unit of limiting factor, we will have extra contribution. So I hope that rings the bell now. Then how do we find the extra contribution? Previously, when we do 160p, 180h, our contribution in total is 1,880.00. Okay, given this combination, this is the total contribution. How do we get the total contribution? Remember, using the objective function. But given the new combination of P and H, why do we get a new combination? Because we add 1 unit of limiting factor from the previous video, we get a higher contribution. Okay, then you know already, this higher contribution means what? It's extra contribution, right? So, okay, this running out of ink. So the difference between this is 2.95. Okay, guys, let me try to explain the connection now. Now, because I have added 1 unit of limiting factor, meaning the meter squared. Before this we have 600, but I plus 1, it becomes 601. Because I add 1 unit of limiting factor, I have new combination of P and H. Consequently, as a result, I have a new contribution in total, which is a higher contribution. This higher contribution, as compared to before, it is 2.95 higher, which means this is my extra contribution. How do I get this extra contribution? I get this extra contribution because I add 1 unit of limiting factor, that is your ladder. And by now you should understand, therefore, 2.95 is the shadow price of ladder. Because what we add is the ladder, not the labor yet. But before I finish though, you would like look at the page on your course and find like there is no answers. The reason for that is because there is some rounding error. Okay, if you've been following what I have done, then this is the answer that you get. But actually, the course note they actually ignore the 0.05 for H. They only put it for H 181. Okay, it's not a big deal. It's just a rounding error there. But if you follow the course notes answer, it's 181. And if you use this figure using the objective function, when you substitute P and H, meaning here, into the C equal to 5P plus 6H, you will get 1,882.65 instead. Okay, giving you 2.65 extra contribution. Therefore, the answer is 2.65 for the shadow price of your ladder. Okay, I'll continue in the next video.